Okay, we are officially live. Welcome to the Monday night Unit of Prosperity Testimonial Hangout. I am Keisha Bass. I'm so honored and so blessed to be on here tonight. I'm usually on Sunday nights, so to be on a Monday night, I'm actually pretty stoked about being here and hearing the stories of people that have gotten inside of a company we call Domination and are seeing amazing results. Okay, so will be on here tonight that never, sponsored a single person, never made a single penny online. Just all the different stories you're going to hear tonight. So I'm going to actually mute my phone because I'm not interruptible right now, okay, because this is business. So I am, just honored to be here and just to let you hear about how it's changing lives. Now, I want to, make this announcement, okay? They're going to be income. People are going to say different results. They're going to tell you about income claims and everything. And before we get started, I want to just say, we cannot guarantee any sort of income, okay? There's no guarantee. Results may vary and all that good stuff, but I'm telling you right now that this thing is amazing. It's the best thing I've seen online. I've been online since 2008, and I've seen them come. I've seen them go. I got in. I thought I was going to get rich, if I got 3 more people. And so, so this is the best thing that is out there today. So whoever invited you here today, they really love you, they really care about you, and they really want you to succeed, all right? So that's the reason why we're here tonight, is because we want to share with you a solution, okay? I was reading, and a study said that people needed like $500, right, to stay out of bankruptcy. $500, an extra $500 a month would have kept them out of bankruptcy. Well, we have a solution tonight. And I want you to sit back, okay? I don't want you to relax too much because I don't want you to go to sleep. It's late in the evening, okay? Because I want you to be able to hear and be attentive at any point during this hangout. If you want to get started, okay, there's a Join Now button, okay? Just click Join Now and get started. If you have more questions, of course, you can click the button and ask more questions. And, of course, you can get back to the person that invited you here tonight and get your questions answered so you can get going, okay? So I am going to get started. Oh my goodness, I looked down, I got all these amazing people. I don't know where to start. Oh my goodness, it's like picking friends to go to the playground or something. Like, who am I going to pick first? So sorry, I like to have fun, as you guys can see.
That's right.
All right, I got the lovely Miss Dietra Jones with me tonight. Almost ladies' night. You know, it was almost ladies' night, so.
Almost. Well, I am Dietra Jones, and I am a member of the UOP Council, and I am so honored as well to be here co-hosting with the lovely Keisha Bass, along with the rest of our panel members who have had just an amazing experience here with DS Domination. So for me, I'm going to fast forward a little bit and just tell you that I am I'm a mompreneur, if you will. I'm just so glad to have found something, because I've been in other businesses so much over the past, I won't even give the number of years because that becomes really crazy. So anyway, but I have pursued a number of businesses because the name of the game these days is to be available to your children and to your family. And that was my main concern after working in corporate America for such a long time. So I left my full-time job maybe 6 or 7 years ago and decided I wanted to do it on my own, because I do have 3 sons who are about to be teenagers. And in this world today, that is no time to be leaving your children unsupervised and unattended. So that was a done deal for me, and I don't care. There is no amount of money that could keep me going to a rigid job day after day and throwing my kids from the car. So in any case, I'm so glad to have found this business, because I can cha-ching and I can make money while I'm in the car, while I'm at the school, twice in one day, okay? That's not something I would choose, but that's what has happened. So for me, I've been able to make as much as $150 in one day, and I've also been sitting up in church meetings and made a profit of $213 that rung up on my phone as if I was in the store. So this is a business that's very easy. It's very simple. You do it on your own terms, and that's what I need. I want to be living my life on my own terms, and I am now getting ready to watch my son graduate. And I'm so glad that I don't have to worry about getting anyone's approval or authorization to spend time with my children, or to go home when I get ready, or to go on vacation when I want to. So now it's 2 vacations a year, 6 months each. I do what I want to when I want to. So thank God for DS Domination and an alternative method to success and quality time with my family. So that's what DS Domination offers you. It's a pleasure to serve, help other people, show other single parents how to make it happen without struggling and racking your brain and going to the crazy house. So with that, Keisha Bass, you can have it back.
I love to hear you talk. Okay, I think I've said that to you before. Like, I just love to hear you talk. You just have this, like, eloquent way of saying things. Now, my dear, you were just on vacation, like in Florida, I think, or somewhere, like.
Oh, yeah. I was at the Ritz-Carlton Oceanfront, baby. King Suite, right out to the pool deck. That's what DS Domination will do for you. They make it possible after you've paved the way through hell and high water. It's my time.
I love it. I love it. So now, did you have to get permission, to be able to take that vacation, and to be able to spend that time?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not at all.
Awesome. I know that.
Had to ask me. I had to ask me.
Right. Okay. And ask the boys. Okay. Is it okay? Like you report to the boys now. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, my dear, for coming on tonight. You guys, I come to have a good time. Okay. I love to make money. Okay, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Okay. I love making money. There's nothing like the feeling, right, of being able to just you just live life, okay? Something breaks, you pay for it, okay? You go and you decide, I'm gonna buy something new today, right? I mean, it's just nothing like it, okay? So if you're a person and you don't like money, then I need you to fix that relationship tonight, okay? Because Keisha Bass is all about making the dollar, but you know why? Because I'm here to serve a lot of people, so I have to make a lot of money, right? Because I want to serve a lot of people. So, boom. So, anyways, you can click join now. Get started, already. This team, Dietra Jones taking vacations. Single mom with 3 parents, can just up and go. Stay at the Ritz-Carlton and cha-chinging in church. Girl, that ain't nothing like that. So, to make money, you're like, praise the Lord, okay? Your hands lifted and everything, okay? Look at your phone. I just made a sale. Hallelujah. I mean, come on, you guys. I mean, you guys can lighten up. I mean, really. I mean, that's literally. I mean, I was on Mother's Day. Okay, I'm sitting in church, right? Y'all know I sing and everything in church, right? So we sang. I done gave it my all. I done sang really hard. I sit down in my seat and look. I made a sale on Amazon. I almost got up and did a lap around the church. I was like, you know what? This business pays, okay? They be like, why is she running? Okay, but like, because I'm getting paid, okay, and I'm not even working, right? I'm not trading time for dollars. No, I'm not doing that anymore. So anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking.
Amen.
Awesome. Hey, let's go down. We got Mr. Jimmy in the building tonight, okay? He came to rock it out, okay? I can't wait to meet you. You're coming to Vegas, right, Jimmy?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, I'm about to say, because if you're not coming to Vegas, I don't know what I'm going to do, okay? Jimmy, I want you to tell the people, the listening audience, how you got here, what has DS Domination done for you, and all that good stuff. I'm so excited to hang out with you. I just want to let you know that, okay? Like, thank you for reaching out to me. He's really amazing.
Oh, thank you so much, Keisha. Thank you to the council members, and it's just really allowed me to live the life that I want to live, and just like how Dietra said, on my terms. DS Domination, I tell that going through a lot of the trainings, I'm a big guy on following somebody and following a trainer and a leader who is going to give me the right direction. And before DS Domination, I was really lost as far as what I was going to do. My story is kind of very similar to Reginald's, which is I was planning on giving up on the networking industry, and I was I was at my last hope, and my story I shared last time was that I really had to pray really hard with my wife and my pastor, and try to figure out what is God's plan for me, what is my plan, what is my purpose on this earth, and I have certain, I feel, abilities to share what's in my heart with people, and I wasn't really able to make any money with that, and I think that with DS Domination it really cuts out the middleman as far as MLM. It kind of allows you to live your business on your terms and how you want to live it. And that if you're not good at building a team, you don't need a team. If you are good at building a team, you know what? The tools that the Universal Prosperity gives you is going to give you even more tools to really go ahead and communicate effectively and build your team's dream together. And I'm just so thankful to be part of this group every single day, being able to go on the Facebook group and just getting that daily motivation. You know, first of all, Reg is my upline, and he's an awesome coach and mentor, and I'm just really excited to see what I had this epiphany. I had this thing last night. I was going through some of the training. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going all over the place, but I just to go through the training. There was a training, and I think Roger did a call, and he was saying, guys, what we've learned up to this point, which first of all blew my mind. Everything that is up to right now in DS Domination blew my mind. And then he said something at the end of the call that said, based in his training, he said, what we have planned for you in Vegas, everything right now is just the tip of the iceberg, and what we have planned for you in Vegas is going to blow your mind. That blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you're going to blow my mind more than what you've already done? I was like, I couldn't believe it. And so I'm so excited for what's to come. If you're brand new, if you've never had success in network marketing, this is the place to do it. You know, it's $20, and the thing is that, I mean, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. We show you, even with the free training, we show you exactly how to make money your very first day with us, and it's incredible. It's truly a gift, and it's truly been a blessing. And I love you too, Keisha. Yeah, I watch a lot of your videos too, and you're really awesome. And you know what? I cannot wait to meet you and the rest of the leaders at the Vegas event.
Awesome. Thank you, Jimmy. Okay, I knew you were awesome. Okay. Yes, this company. I like how your tagline, it says Breakthrough. Is it Mr. Breakthrough?
Yes, we had a Mr. Excitement, so I had to be Mr. Breakthrough because I had my own personal breakthrough with DS Domination. So yeah.
Yes, and that I like that. You know, Mr. Breakthrough. That's what we're producing. You know, here, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. And when I got started, you know, I just ran with it. You know, and money follows purpose. You know, if you learn anything tonight, money follows purpose, and many of us had a heart to help people, you know, to break through. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Like, you know, really to break through. People have really given up on our industry, you know, our profession. Let me say our profession. And this company here gave many people hope. Okay, it really did. So if you're here, you know, click join now. You know, get started. It's only $19.95. That's the worst. I mean, I tell people, like, yeah, I mean, $19.95. I'm really not gonna cry a river over $19.95. I'm really not. Like I said, if you cry a river over $19.95, there's an internal work that has to be done about, you know, really the money you go and spend at McDonald's. Okay, I mean, let's just break it down. Like, I could go to McDonald's. I can't even feed my family at McDonald's for $20. I mean, I can't, right? I mean, my 14-year-old alone will go to McDonald's and eat up $20. So that's just how simple. It's just a $20 decision for you to get started. So don't delay. You know what I'm saying? Like, the longer you wait, you know, the longer it takes. It's really, it works. I can't hire enough people to get on here on Monday nights, really, you know, to tell a story. There's not enough people to do that. So get started tonight. All right. Awesome. Thanks so much, Jimmy. That's awesome. Okay, so I have my very own person I sponsor. I'm so excited that she's here tonight. And, you know, I told her when you know, the universe conspires, you know, to work for us. Many of us think that it's working against us, but it's working for us. So Miss Lynn Williams is here tonight. We met outside of DS Domination, actually, on Facebook, and she can tell you her story and how she got here. But Miss Lynn Williams, I'm so excited to be able to introduce you. Like, I get to do that. So come on out and tell everybody, you know, how you got here and stuff like that. I know there's a long story.
Hey, I've been around a minute. Yeah, it's a long story. Everything about me these days is a long story, but that's besides the point. Yeah, Keisha and I met, I guess, you know, Keisha, I think it's been almost 2 years ago now, because you and I met when I was going through some of the worst, or trying to come out of the worst of this story I'm about to tell you. And I met Keisha because I was working to get my coaching business off the ground, and she was doing some coaching, and I was in this dire need for someone to help give me some pointers and to try to figure out how to get things going, because I had been coaching for a while and it was very sporadic. I was helping some people, and then other people didn't have money and they didn't want to pay for what I could help them do, and I was at my wit's end. So she posted this little posting about, free call to, figure out if we could work together. So I'm like, okay. So I called her and we talked for a while and she gave me some pointers and everything, and I went back and tried to apply it and it still wasn't working. And then several months later, actually last November, I had been watching her post the stuff about making money online, and we did the social proof, and she was really working it. And so finally, after seeing about a half dozen postings, I said, well, okay, I give. What are you doing? And she sent me a couple of links. Now, I grant you, I'm probably one of the easiest converts out there because I know when I see something I like it, you don't have to talk me into it. So I watched the links, and I thought, oh, this sounds good. It sounds perfect for me right now because I don't want to sponsor. I've been in network marketing since before a lot of you guys were born. So like I said, we won't go there. But I've had a lot of years, and I did very well in my first few companies a long time ago. But since then, it was just like an effort, and never could make it work. And I had done a couple of companies before Domination last year, thinking that with the technology and everything, it would work for me, but it didn't. And so I was really frustrated. So when this came along and it's like I don't have to recruit anybody, okay, that sounds good, and I can do everything online. Well, I've been in IT for 33 years, so that sounded like it was right up my alley. So I decided to try it. But it was, for me, it wasn't and hasn't been the instant overnight success because my story is that, as I mentioned, I have been in IT or had been in IT for 33 years, so that kind of tells you when I got, that I've been on the planet for a while. And I retired or changed careers back in 2004. I had been looking for a new career because I was burnt out, and it's very high stress and high intensity, although I was making a six-figure income. And that was right about the time the real estate boom started. And I was studying with some other people, some very strong, powerful gurus, and they were giving me all this stuff about multiple streams of income, which is very valid if you do it right. But anyway, I wanted to be a speaker, I wanted to be a coach, I wanted to be a teacher, all of these wonderful things that I had dreams for, and I wanted more than anything to get out of my IT career because I was a consultant, self-employed, but it was still a job. I was still working in corporate. I was still going to their site, putting in, oh God, I was probably doing something like 60, 70-hour weeks. There were times when I come home on Friday, get called at 10:30 after going out and having 2 or 3 martinis for dinner, come home, the pager would go off at 10:30, and I'm up till 4 o'clock in the morning working all weekend. So it got to the point where I was fried. So I started looking for something different. I found out about real estate investing. It sounded great. It was right up my alley, and I jumped in. And within a year, I was now worth over $1 million. I owned 7 homes. My then husband, and I had 2 Lexuses and a Beamer. I mean, life was great. We were making several $100,000 a year, and I thought I had made it. Well, it didn't work out that way with him because when I started making more money than he was making, and he was doing extremely well with his own company, it kind of put him in, he's kind of an old-fashioned guy, kind of put him in this position of, you can't beat me. He was highly competitive, and it brought out a side of him I had never seen before. Now, I grant you, we'd only been married about 6 years at this point in time, but it became a competition for him, and so because of our struggle, we ended up getting a divorce. And that meant selling all the assets and liquidating stuff. Well, that's no problem. I thought, I'll just go back to IT. Well, I've been out for 18 months, and anybody who's been in IT will tell you 18 months is like you never were. You just, it's the industry moves too fast. So I spent the next 3 years trying to get back into work, and I couldn't get back to work. By then I was in my early 50s, I'll tell you that. But more than that, 5 months after our divorce was final, he died. So there was no alimony. I couldn't get back to work, and I was living off of what was left after the divorce. So by 2007, I ran out of money. I ended up sold all the properties. The real estate downturn had hit, so I couldn't get back into that. No job, no income. I ran out of money. I lost all my credit. I lost everything, and for the first time in my life, I had no home. I was literally homeless. I ended up staying with friends as a roommate because in addition to all of this, my family was all gone. I have one daughter and 3 nieces. All my other family passed away. So I was literally by myself and without any relatives that could help me. I ended up, bottom line, as a caregiver for a gentleman who had broken his back, living in one of his bedrooms, exchanging caregiving and housekeeping to keep a roof over my head, because many times I got very close to being on the street. I ended up on food stamps. Finally, in 2008, I got another little job where I had been making almost $80 an hour as an IT professional. Now I was making $12 an hour. And needless to say, it just wasn't working. After 18 months, they laid me off. Well, I knew that by then I'm in my, very much in my middle 50s. There was no way I was going to go back to work. So I started trying to build a business because I knew it was up to me. And for the next few years, I struggled terribly. And because I had a little bit of unemployment, though, I was able to at least keep a roof over my head, but I was still a roommate. It was a miserable experience. So to fast forward from all of that, I struggled for several years trying to get things going. I didn't have enough money to pay a full-time coach or to buy this or to establish my business. And so by the time I met Keisha, I was like, I'd been so depressed. I was like praying for God to just please let this be over. If I don't wake up in the morning, it's okay. I at one time when I really hit a low point, I remember writing a note to my daughter so that if I didn't wake up the next morning, she would know. Yeah, I mean, it was that bad. I was literally suicidal. But it was all because it had gotten so hard. I had gone so far from where I was on Easy Street and being able to help so many people and do so much to where I was alone, broke, depressed, and just literally no clue. And believe me, when you're in your 50s in this country, you may as well not be. It's very hard. And, I know it's hard to understand that when you're in your 30s, 40s, and 20s, but I'm telling you, Domination has come along at a time when it can literally prevent any of you from ever having to go through that experience. So when Keisha and I, when she introduced this idea of Domination, and I saw a way to get into an online business where I could use my skills the way they work best for me, which was online without having to recruit because my confidence was in the toilet. I mean, nothing had worked for several years. And I began to wonder whether anything ever would. And so I started working it. And for me, it was, like I said, kind of a slow and steady build because I had no credit. I have no car. I'm still working on replacing the last car that I had to sell to live off of, and to finally get to the point where I just let go and stopped resisting and said, okay, Creator, God, what do you want me to do? Why am I here? I'm still here. I keep waking up. There must be a reason. You're not done with me yet. So show me what that is. I'm asking the question now of how do I stop, not how do I stop this or get out of this misery, but what do you want me to do? I knew and began to see there was a greater reason for me to be here. So when I started asking the right questions, the answers started coming up. And that's when the Domination showed up. And it just felt right. So I started working it, and I got my first sale after 8 days, but I was still a little hesitant. I wasn't listing as much because I knew I didn't have the money, to back up some of the things that we had to do, but I was just testing it. But the sales were coming, a little bit here and there, and I thought, well, shoot, if one will come in, that means another one will show up, and it did. And I kept going. So I've been in it since November. Now I'm working it to the point where I had to wait to get a few things in place, and I kept doing it because I knew it would work. I kept sticking with the group. I'd be on the page on our group. The Unit of Prosperity is incredible in the positive, supportive energy that we offer to everyone who's willing to plug in and be there. And believe me, even though I wasn't able to post the success, just hearing about it was very uplifting and inspiring. It kept me focused, and it kept giving me hope. And that's what the group is there for you. Nobody's going to spoon feed you, but they will support you, help you discover what you need to do, and find your path, find how you can make this work for you. So about 3 months ago, I finally got to the point where I could put some more money into it, and I started listing more, and I started doing more, and the sales start coming in. And in fact, this afternoon while I was doing, I do another little part-time online thing, I made $88, and that's the profit part of one sale. I went to my inbox and was like, what's that? And I looked at the profit. Oh, big one. It was a $149 sale, and $88 of that goes in my pocket. So it was like, cool. And so that's the way it's been. You know, several $100s last week. It built and it went slow, but I don't know about some of you guys. Have you ever heard the story of the tortoise and the hare?
Mm-hmm.
For some of you, it may not be familiar with it, but it's a story of the tortoise who's big and heavy and old and slow, but he's one step in front of the other. Constant progress, steady progress, keep going. The little hare, jackrabbit, you know, he's in, he's out, he's hanging out, doing this, all kinds of chaotic energy. And as it turns out, the tortoise won the race. So for those of you who are feeling like, well, I don't know if I can do this, or I don't have the money, or it's been so hard, or I'm not like all the others. No, you are not, and you are not meant to be. You are a divine creation of the universe. Spirit put you here for a reason, because if it wasn't a reason for you being here, you would be gone. So rather than sitting around whining and crying about what didn't work, what hasn't worked, or how hard it is, start asking the right questions. Why am I still here? How do I do this? Who are my resources? And then use them. You can have a brilliant idea and an opportunity, but if you think about it, overthink it, and don't take action, it can do nothing for you. So I'm here to tell you, you know, it's taken me 6 months, over 6 months, and I'm not the 10,000 a month earner yet, but I'm coming. I can see it. I can feel it, and I believe it. And so for you who are sitting out there wondering, will it happen for me? Yeah, it'll work if you work it, but not if you spend all your time thinking, worrying, fretting, stressing, and talking yourself out of it. So just jump in. Like she said, 1995, I mean, for some people, they can blow that. And probably if you go look at your finances, you're wasting at least $20 a month on things you don't even see. So rather than telling yourself you can't do it, just get in there and try it. You know, max out your listings. And believe me, if you put the listings out there, eBay will give you some more. You don't even have to ask. They just gave me some more listings the other day, and I'm like, really? Okay, I'm in. I'm doing it. So, you know, just try it. DS Domination is like nothing I've ever seen. No matter what else is out there, and the copycatters are out there, and believe me, if it wasn't valid, they wouldn't be copying us. So, but this is the real deal. This is the authentic, the first, the original, the model that works, and the team that's behind us, all the way from Hitesh and Kevin and Roger to Keisha and to Reginald and the team that we have. It's unlike any other group in the company. So you're in the right place, you're with the right group, and I encourage you to just plug into the system and don't overthink it. Just follow through, take action, and believe, and then it'll happen.
Thank you, Lynn. Oh my goodness. I didn't have a clue. I didn't even know. But
yeah.
Thank you for being transparent, and sharing. Because I get on calls, and there's people who are in, baby boomers, and they're like, Keisha, like, can I really do this? And I'm thinking like, well, yeah. I mean, I totally believe that, you can do it. So thank you, Lynn, for showing, us, and now you're my, definitely my story to share with others.
Well, the baby boomers are in a unique position, and that is, my belief is that, we were born in this, at this time. We've changed every generation we passed through. And now we are in this, we're the seniors now, and we are the generation who is going to change the world one more time. We're going to redefine what retirement and leaving a job and being independent and financially free is all about. And I kind of believe that DS Domination came along right at the time when it's perfect for us. Our biggest challenge is that we've been so beaten down by how society pushes us aside, particularly senior women. We get rejected, dejected, and X'd out of so much because they feel like, well, go find a rocking chair, sit in it, and just wait to die. And I beg your pardon, but do I look like I'm ready for a casket? I mean, there's no way that I'm ready to roll over and die. And, I have people tell me all the time, you're that old? Yeah, I am. And and I'm proud of it because I've earned every second of every year that I've been here but I'm not done yet. So for the baby boomer women, men, whomever is out there, just redefine what your purpose and what your goals are. Don't let anything stop you, because we have the wisdom, the experience, and the know-how. There's nothing missing except our belief and our desire. And I know it's hard sometimes to dig it out, but hey, it's like a dusty old something, go dig it out of the closet, shine it up. It still works.
Nice. Thank you, Miss Lynn. You know what, you make me want to run harder. Okay, I tell them when I first got started in DS, I was running. When I tell you, I shared it day and night. Like, I wake up in the morning sharing about it and go to bed at night sharing about it, because I believe in this company and it's changing lives. All right. Thank you. We're gonna keep moving on. David, are you sick? Sorry. Hey, David Cook.
What up, Keisha?
What's going on, brother? What's up? Hey, what are you doing? You making a lot of money over there. What's going on?
Yeah, you know it. Hey, good evening, everybody. My name's David Cook. I've been with DS Domination about 3 months now. I'm in the Marine Corps, so I work full time. But this program is still working for me, and I'm just absolutely killing it on eBay.
Nice. So what do you mean by killing it? What does that mean?
As far as income, you mean, Keisha?
Sure. I mean, I've already gave out the disclaimer, like there's no guarantee, results may vary, but David Cook, what does killing it mean? What are you doing?
For me, killing it on eBay is about $500 a week. And that's not, I mean, it's sales on eBay and Amazon, and like I said, I work full time. So for me, an extra $500 a week is absolutely killing it, because that has allowed me to pay off credit cards. It's allowed my wife and I to, we're in contract on that new house right now. It's just totally opened up my finances and my life from being somebody that was living paycheck to paycheck to somebody that's finally getting ahead in life. And that feeling is absolutely priceless. And I'm kind of like you, Keisha. I really, really, really like money. So I happen to like DS Domination as well.
Right. I mean, that's awesome. An extra $500 a week. That's awesome. I mean, some people, and to think about the fact that you didn't have to get a second job. Because most people, when they think about making an extra, that's $2,000 a month, they're going to go and trade time for money, time for dollars, right, to get an extra $2,000. But how much time are you spending? Because you work full time and you got a family. I mean, so tell me how much.
Yeah, it's anywhere from like 30 minutes a day to 2 or 3 hours a day, just depending on how much time I have. If it's a weekend, I'll put in a little more time. If it's during the week, I might do a little more in the morning when I wake up and a little bit at night before I go to bed. But I'll list some things at night, and then as I'm at work, I'll be checking my phone. I'll be like, oh, there's another sale. There's another sale, and it's just
yeah, that's awesome. See, that's the thing about DS Domination, David. That is so awesome, because just like you said, paying yourself $500 a week, that is exactly where I am. I am paying myself out each week at least $300. That is my own personal threshold, and I can do it when I need to, when I want to. The training is at your fingertips. You can drop off and pick up whenever it's convenient for you and make it happen. Meanwhile, your cash register is ringing, and you are ringing up the cash, doing everything that you do anyway. So it's totally on your terms. I'm so with that. That's awesome, David. Go!
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
mean, my time is extremely valuable to me. So this has been godsend for that.
All right, Miss Dietra, well, I'm going to pass the baton. Thank you, David Cook, for coming out and sharing. And, make sure you take some pictures of the house and stuff. We're actually house shopping, too, so I'm really excited about the whole house thing. Thanks to DS Domination.
Absolutely.
we're actually house shopping and stuff. So we talked to the mortgage guy today, and, it's just awesome, okay? So thanks for coming out, Dietra. I'm going to pass the baton to you, my lovely Dia, and you can take this on. We got so many more guests. So thank you.
We do. Thank you so much, Keisha Bass. I am just so excited to be united with just so many people. I mean, we come from so many different walks of life, and that is the most important thing to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love money too, but if you could only understand the feeling that parents have, mothers and fathers alike, when you have to leave your children and take them to the babysitter and it's still dark outside and they still have their pajamas on. I mean, it just is a terrible feeling. So to me, to be free from wondering how you're going to pay this and wondering how you're going to pay that. I mean, I've been a single mom for 13 years taking care of my 3 sons on one income, period, end of story, point blank, period. Okay? One income, 3 boys. I live in the Washington, D.C. area. Rent is crazy, and so is mortgage around here. So to be able to have peace of mind and still be able to take care of your children and cover all of your expenses, I mean, I think this was yesterday was the best Mother's Day I can even remember in the past 13 years. Everything has been a blur. And yes, I have had some success in other businesses, but DS Domination has broken the mold. I'm able to be at home. I think I had a $700 week the week before last, and guess what? I never put my shoes on. I never put my shoes on that day. $700 that week. Did not leave my house. For the first time, my car stayed parked out in front of my house. That is a serious luxury. I mean, I love the Ritz-Carlton too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Love the beach. But being able to stay at home because I wanted to, seeing my children off to school, and being home when they get home is paramount in my life. So I think DS Domination, all of the support that we get, all of the assistance that's at our fingertips, and to that end, I would like to tell you that if you would like to get started, come on, $19.95, and please, I beg you, do not go asking $40,000 a year people $1 million question, because you know what you're going to get, right? You're going to get a $40,000 answer, okay? And gets the buzzer. Invest your $19.95. Click on Get Started. It doesn't matter where you start. Just start somewhere making your exit strategy for you and your family to have quality time. So guess what? Where am I going? Fred Hurt, are you in the house? We want to hear your story. Tell us about you, how you got to DS Domination, and why you're here.
All right, I'm in the house. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine, crisp and clear.
All right. Well, I'm just excited to even be on this hangout. You know, I'm loving DS Domination. I've been doing like business type things since 2001, and some stuff I've had success, and a lot of it I didn't. And really online, this is really the first time I've had success, in my opinion. I mean, you know, I have a group of friends that we all try different things. So if we made money, it's because we let the other person get in. But now with DS Domination, I'm actually building a team, actually making money, and I mean, I'm loving it, really. And to be a father, I'm a father of 3, actually just had twins.
Aww.
Yeah, so you might hear a little noise.
Congratulations, Fred, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you might hear them in a little bit, but, I mean, my wife, we were in the hospital for a whole month waiting on them to come because the doctor didn't want her to leave. And I was actually making money while I was at the hospital.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, yeah. Where they do that at? I mean,
cha-ching at the hospital, baby.
That one day I had $75. I mean, I was happy. She was happy. I mean, she couldn't move too much because he was in the bed, but we were both happy about it. And it's really helping me to be able to know that I can take care of my family, because while we were at the hospital, I actually had 2 jobs. I had a full-time job and a part-time. And I actually let my part-time job go while we were at the hospital. I told them I wasn't coming back. I got twins coming, and so I'm just going to do what I'm doing with my other job and my online business. And haven't looked back, don't plan on looking back. And, you know, I know that I'm building a way for, like, you know, growing up, sometimes your parents tell you, no, you can't have that. Well, I've made up in my mind, if I tell my kids they can't have something, it's going to be because they don't need it, not because I don't have the money for it.
Absolutely.
DS Domination is helping me be able to get to that point instead of this whole check-to-check stuff. You know, a job, I like my job because I'm in IT also, but I'm only going to get whatever they have me at. I want a raise, it's not happening. But in DS Domination, I can make my own money when I want to.
That's
and
right.
I'm just enjoying the success I'm having, the team I'm building, and just being here with people like you all.
Yes. You know what I love about DS Domination is because we keep hearing the word building, building, building. In DS Domination, we talk about no recruiting because that's exactly precisely what we mean. What happens is, right, which you can attest to the fact that when you start getting results, everybody wants to hear what in the heck is Fred doing? He got those babies coming. He seems so at peace. This is what happens when you have success because there's a peace, man. You talking about surpassing all understanding? That's an understatement. Your wife's in the bed. You want your babies to be safe, and you're building a team. You know why? Because you're drawing it with your energy. So you don't feel like you're out hounding people. Have you called your family or your cousins and see if they wanted to come on here?
Well, I have said something to them, but I'm not calling them every day. Come on, man, join. Come on and join. So I mean, I've said something because I am making money, but it's not a hounding thing like I had doing other businesses. And like those other businesses, they had to join for me to make money. They don't have to. I'm just sharing what I'm doing so they can make money also.
That is so true. And you know what? It ends up us being a blessing to others, just like you have been, because you're simply telling them about it. But the thing is, you don't have to beg and plead with them because guess what? Fred is going to make this money whether you join with your $20 or not. So it's not even about your $20. I mean, I've had people ask me, so what do you get if I sign up? I said, for $20, what could I be getting? Really? So it's not even about the $19.95. It's about sharing an opportunity for someone to, like you, be able to be beside your wife. You don't have to worry about how your stuff's going to get paid, and to be making money and your phone is ringing up while you're standing next to your wife. That's awesome, Fred. That is excellent. So, and as far as the part-time job goes, you could let that go very easily, and you felt fine doing that, didn't you?
Yes, I was so happy. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous because we had a lot of bills coming up with the twins and everything. But at the same time, it felt so good just to let it go and not have to go back. So I'm excited.
I love it. Thank you so much. Yes.
It's like crazy not to get started.
That's exactly right. Exactly. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And oh my goodness, we have got to see those babies. Man, oh man, congratulations, Fred. That's awesome to you and your wife. The year of prosperity, you shall be prosperous, because guess what? Prosperity is contagious. You know this. We only have 10,000 people on our team. Okay? Now, yeah. All right. Who's up next? Tim, Zeka, new, fresh and clean into DS Domination, Unit of Prosperity, excitement.
Well, thanks for inviting me on the call tonight. This is a great team. I'm really glad that I joined. Before DS Domination, I was corporate America a couple of years ago, and I left to get into network marketing. It was something that I always wanted to do. I actually was able to match my income, so the dream was beginning to come true, but the company failed. And it really put me in a tough position because I didn't want to go back to corporate America. So I set out on a quest and let a few of my friends know that I was looking. And over the past few months, I was looking at companies, would get involved, look behind the curtain, not like it. But I got a call from a friend of mine, Brad, a couple of weeks ago, and he had read an ad on Craigslist, and he was telling me about it. And I said, man, I think it's that company, DS Domination. It's a company I really want to look at. I've heard some good things about them. And so I joined, looked behind the curtain, met Dietra and a few other folks, and I recruited somebody my first week. That was like 3 weeks ago, but I didn't really launch the business until last week, and Dietra helped me. I was really fighting some fears about it. You know, it was a real mental thing, but I got into the training, and then last week just said I'm going to start listing. And so I got my first few the products up. I am really enjoying the team, the support. I know it's just a matter of time before my first listing sells. It's really only been a couple of days. I think I can list like 100 products at least on eBay. So I just need to fill that thing up. I'm really excited. I've got a guy that I sponsored who's he's made millions in network marketing, so he is really stoked about it. He's got a great list. I'm helping him, and this is something that I can share with anybody because, like somebody said there, you know, I don't need your $20. You know, you can join and make money on eBay without recruiting if you want. And to me, that is so key, because there's so many people out there that think they can't recruit. But if they're making money, they're not going to be able to keep their mouth shut. I've seen it happen before. It's happened with me. So I think this really has the magic, formula to get people involved, get them making a little bit of money, and then they're just going to start talking. So thanks a lot for having me on the call, and I'm really looking forward to getting back to doing some more listing tonight.
Exactly.
Thanks.
But hold on a minute, because I want to share something that Tim is hiding. Tim is very new to DS Domination, and he did have some fears, but you know what, I don't think you'd be responsible if you didn't have any your cautious feelings, but you weren't paralyzed with fear. I mean, really. So, and the other thing, guess what? Tim has a new team member. Guess what? He's blind. He is, he's sight impaired. And he's not the first one on our team in the unit of prosperity who is impaired as far as their sight goes. That's when you know that you have something really great, because the training is so clear and it is so precise that you can follow it. So I'm thankful for Tim and the people that he is sharing this opportunity with, because when you have your full sight and all of your faculties, and you still say no to $20, I'm with Keisha. You might want to check your internal systems, because the light may be flashing yellow. You might want to check it out. So just listening to Tim, I'm just so proud of you, Tim. I'm so glad you are part of my team. I love it, and I'm here for you. That's how DS Domination is. It really doesn't matter whose team you're on. That's what we do, cross-pollination, make it happen. So thanks so much for sharing. We appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing your success. Oh, it's coming. Trust me. And I'm going to be doing cartwheels with some big when you get it. Okay? All right. So, wait, is Jason still there? Jason, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, hey, come on in. Tell us who you are, how you got here, why you're here, what damage you plan to do, and so on and so forth. Go for it.
Oh, man. I plan to do a lot of damage. I'm really, really excited, because this is my first week actually seeing serious success in DS Domination. I'm a 19-year-old college student. I started out as a lot of young people in this company with Vima. I suffered a year of losing about $2,000 of my parents' money, because they were supporting me and everything, which is really great of them. And I came across DS Domination maybe 6 months ago. I had $200 in my pocket to kind of slowly get my stuff going. And then my PayPal holds were removed May 5th this month. So I started listing like crazy May 6th, May 7th. Made my first couple of sales on May 8th. They were only about $13 a profit. But continuing on till today, I started making sales like crazy. Today I've had my biggest day. I made $425 today.
Yes, Jason, that's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely crazy. I would set a goal. Like one day I'd make like a $90 sale and be like, oh, that's my biggest sale so far. And I'd set a goal, and the next day it would just be blown out of the water. I didn't think I'd have close to $500 a day this fast. So in the last 5 days, I've been able to make $660. It's life-changing. It's the most money I've ever made in my life. And it's crazy. You find a hot item, you start listing it. I mean, I've sold the same item today 4 times for almost $100 every time. Like, absolutely ridiculous.
I love it. I love that. That's what goes on. And it doesn't matter. With DS Domination, man, we have seen people sell Smucker's jelly, Kool-Aid packs, whatever it is. People are shopping on eBay. They are not satisfied until they have bought it from eBay. And eBay is global. It doesn't matter what time zone you're in or nothing. It is the greatest thing ever. And for you, we're going to start calling you Young Money. We got a few of y'all in here. Just making that money. It's so great for college students. Wouldn't you agree?
I think it's phenomenal. I've listed stuff in my free time, and I've been making money while I'm studying for my finals right now. So, getting school done while I'm making some money, that's great. Like, couldn't ask for more.
Absolutely. And the training is so simple. Did you have to keep calling somebody back, or did you feel comfortable with our training system?
No, the training was so easy to get through. I made my first couple of sales in the pro thing in my first day because I got through the training so quickly and really just understood it. I think it's really simple. I think it's a great program, and I think it's really cool. DS Domination is really the first company that I've seen where they offer you instead of people always talking about there's 9 different bonuses in this company, but they're all kind of based on the same thing of recruiting, there's 3 different ways to make money in this company that are all completely separate. And I'll be honest, I wasn't an affiliate until about 2 days ago. So now I'm an affiliate. I'm ready to start making that kind of an income. At some point, there's going to be Amazon. I mean, I'm so excited. I can't contain how excited I am. My parents were so proud of me and so excited about it. So it made my mom real happy on Mother's Day. But she doesn't know about today yet. So.
That's wonderful, because you know what, this whole thing is very empowering. I mean, in your situation, you're younger, but there are people who have been down and out forever. They feel like they haven't been able to come back, and they also have lost their dignity and self-respect because they get treated so terribly when you don't have any money. You're treated like trash sometimes, and it's a terrible feeling. This allows you to really become your own person and to fund your fun, and so you don't have to go around begging and stuff. And so I know that it must feel so good to you, because you are an individual for sure now, because you can bring out your own money and not have to ask your parents. Man, that must be liberating. It's my money. Yeah, that's right. So thank you so much. That is wonderful, and you can do it in the background of your schoolwork. I know that has to be really good too, because you need the flexibility when you're in school. When you have a heavier load, you know, you may not be able to do it today, but your listings are up and you can still cha-ching the whole time. So that is wonderful. Again, I'm so glad to have had all of the panel members tonight. It is such an exciting time, and although I have been in DS Domination since November, the excitement doesn't dwindle, it doesn't diminish. I'm just as excited today as I was back then, because I know the freedom that is ahead of me. I know the freedom that I'm sharing with other people that will help them stabilize their homes and be able to do a lot of things that they thought was totally impossible. So in closing, does anyone have anything that they would like to say? I would just love to say that I'm so glad to be a part of this team. I'm so glad to be on this ride with you, and I look forward to so much more. We will be in Las Vegas May the 30th through June the 1st for the first DS Domination live event. And we all know that live events, they definitely change your life. But this isn't just a big old rah-rah thing. There's going to be massive training and wonderful new things that are going to be introduced that will help us grow our business. So who wants to help wrap this thing up? Who is it? David Cook? What you going to say?
I mean, I can wrap it up. I mean, if you're out there thinking about, you know, if this is a program for you, if it's something that you think makes sense, hit the $20, join, try something new, and get started and learn a new skill, and just get going. I mean, there's no reason not to spend the $20 to try this something new. Sell on eBay, join our awesome team, and it's up to you. So.
All right, thank you. That is awesome, Jimmy.
All right, well, you know what? It's just such a blessing to be a part of this team. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so thankful to be on this path right now. And if for anybody out there who's maybe this is your first company, maybe you've been in multiple companies, you know, take a good look at where you're at and where you want to be. And if those don't align up with what you're making right now, really, really give DS Domination a second look. Give it a third look. I mean, I gave it a fourth look. And finally, the fourth time I came around, I was like, wow, I didn't know what I was missing. And, you know, you don't want to miss out on the boat. And this boat is definitely going towards the promised land, and we really want to have just everybody have the opportunity to change their family's life. That's really all we're looking for, is the opportunity to change our family's life. And at least I know that in here, the education that I get is going to last me my lifetime, and I'm just so blessed to be a part of it. And we really want to be a blessing to other people as well. So, you know, if you're thinking about should you do it, should you not, you know, like David was saying, it's $20. What are you going to lose? And at the same time, you have to look at if you don't take a look at it, what are you going to lose? And you could be losing out on changing your family's life forever. So thank you so much, guys.
Yes. Thanks again to Miss Keisha.
Yeah, I'm so honored to just be here tonight and just been. I've actually I watch these even if I'm not hosting, or whatever. Like I actually I watch them on my phone. Okay, so. And because it's encouraging. But I want to ask you a question. Those of you who are here tonight, and I love how Dietra was talking about dropping your, your children off at daycare. I was that person. Like, I hated to get my babies up. And, sometimes, it would be like, in their pajamas, because you didn't want to wake them up and just jolt them out of their sleep, to take them, for them to spend a day with someone that you barely know, that you're basically paying. And so for me, getting into DS Domination and, really having a no daycare movement. Okay, that's what I call it. It's a no daycare movement. And I'm on the mission, so that mothers don't have to do that. That's unnatural. I don't care what society has said, and and the working mother and all that. That's unnatural, because your children deserve to be with you, right? They deserve to have mom, at home with them. So I'm old-fashioned. Yes, I am. But I want to ask you a question. But if not this, okay, if not this, what you've seen tonight, then what? What are you going to do, right? What is the alternative that you're going to go to? You're just going to keep living your life. You're going to keep living in this trance every single day, getting up every day, going to a job that you absolutely hate, that you wish you could, you're trying to find reasons to call in sick right now. Right now, you're looking like, how can I call in sick tomorrow? Right? So what are you going to do? What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about living from paycheck to paycheck? Are you going to continue to do that for the rest of your existence and then die a life and leave nothing? What are you going to do? We have a solution. The cool thing is, like, we have a solution. Like many have said, you can recruit if you want. We don't care, right? No one's going to call you, like Dietra said. No one's going to call you and ask you, I don't think I've ever called Lynn and be like, hey, Lynn, what's your numbers? Are you doing your, I mean, I don't have to do that. If Lynn wants to recruit, hey, great. If she doesn't want to, I'm not going to bother her. She can simply list her items on eBay, Amazon, whatever she wants to do. It's her business, and guess what? I'm going to still get paid. You can do this. It is your time. I keep telling people that I meet, it is your time right now. It's not, don't delay. I don't ever want to delay, my dreams. Someday it will go to your grave. It's never a day. It will never come. Someday will never come. So many of you are saying right now, okay, well, I'll just look at this a little bit later, right? Someday I'll look at it. I'll come back. No, today is the day. Right now is the moment of opportunity. Okay, so I want you to click join now. I want you to get started. I want you to get back with the person that invited you here. Make sure when you get started, though, you see the name of the person that you want to partner with, okay? Because we're in partnership. Yes. We're in business partnership. This is not a game for any of us. Make sure the name that's on there is the person that you want to partner with, and then so they can, get with them so they can add you to our Facebook group. As many of them have said, I would pay $19.95 a month just to be in the Facebook group. I'm just being flat out honest with you. I would pay $19.95 just to be a part of the community. Okay? Seriously. To be able to, rub arms with people like Jimmy, and rub arms with David Cook and, different people on the panel tonight, I would pay $20, okay? I really would. So get started tonight, okay? So that we can welcome you. When you get started tonight, go ahead and, when they add you to the Facebook group, I want you to ring, sound the alarm. Let us know, hey, I saw the hangout tonight and I got started. I'm ready to take my own life back. Because many of you have given your life away. You just said, forget it, right? I'm just going to just exist. And so I want you to take your life back, okay? Like, seriously, like, take your life back. Is it going to be easy? I'm not saying that. But if you don't get started, it'll continue to be hard. That's for sure. That's a guarantee, right? Like, if you do nothing, nothing will happen. So get started tonight. I'm so glad to be here, you all. I get fired up from these stuff. I was telling them in the chat, you know what? Smart, sharp, ambitious people are always calling me to get started in DS Domination, okay? Because we have the solution. We got it. I don't care what compensation plan any other company has. We have the solution here, and we want you with us, okay? We want you to join, lock arms with us. I'm done. Anybody else?
Well, sure, I'd like to finish up and say a couple of words. Just mainly, thank you first of all for inviting me to be here. I can't tell you how inspired I feel by just being here and sharing all this incredible energy with everyone on the panel and knowing that so many people are listening to us. I really encourage you, whoever invited you, or if no one invited you and you just lucked up on us, whatever, get in touch with someone, because we all had dreams, and for the baby boomers, a lot of our dreams got dashed with the downturn, and because many of us thought we were set, and then everything turned upside down. But I encourage you to set some new goals. Les Brown says you're never too old to dream a new dream or set a new goal. So if you don't have dreams and goals and desires, go find something to get fired up about, and let that drive you to believe in yourself again, because DS Domination is a very unique opportunity that will give everyone from 20s to however, because there's some people in this group older than I am, and they're doing well. So rather than, wringing your hands, and there's fixed income issues, because who knows when Social Security is going to run out, but why worry about that? If you've got an opportunity to go in and you want to give yourself a raise, or you make some more listings, or you go tweak some titles, or do it, whatever, to get those cha-chings coming in, it's up to you now. So there are no excuses. I'm the perfect example of coming back from pretty much less than zero. One thing I forgot to mention when I was talking is, while I was being a roommate and a caregiver, not knowing which way was up, now, for almost 2 years now, I've been in my own 2-bedroom apartment. It's over 1,000 square feet. New complex. It's, like a B+ a property. But I'm here because now I'm able to comfortably pay the rent without scrimping. I, buy my own food, whatever I want, whenever I want it, and DS Domination is giving me that cushion to make it easy. So, of course, I feel better. I'm doing more. I'm, they're shopping for houses. Well, I'm getting ready to go buy a car. It's one of those things where if you don't have an opportunity, you can't create a solution. But now you got it. So no more excuses. Just try it. What do you got to lose? A lot.
Right.
That was awesome. Yeah, you do. There is a lot to lose. I'm going to wrap this whole entire thing up by just saying to you that, as Keisha said, if you don't do this, then what? Everybody is coming back from something. Everybody's coming back from something. Who cares what happened yesterday, last week, 10 years ago, 20 years ago? What are you going to do about it? You have nothing to lose. Come on and join our team. Get back to the person who invited you here, and we will see you in Las Vegas, or we will see you in the Unit of Prosperity Facebook group with all of your success stories. So thank you so much for joining us. We're here every Monday night at 8 o'clock trying to share and spread the love, the word, the opportunity to all who want it and need it. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you all next week.
Good night.